Hi, welcome to Psychic Consultants. My name is Agatha, and this is the Aries tarot reading for the full year of 2016. I'm going to do 3 rows of 4 cards, making up 12 for the year, and then we'll just see what story unfolds. And then I'm going to take a card from this Dakini Oracle, Tantric Dakini Oracle, which is a new deck that I bought. And I'll just pick one card as a kind of theme for the year. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this looks to be pretty good year from what I can see so far. So I think on a quite literal note, with the 4 of Cups here, you will, in January, you will receive some kind of offer or some kind of opportunity or invitation that on first glance you might not think is that great. And you're not really very interested, as you can see from the card. Guy's just kind of like not really that enamored by this cup. And he's looking at these 3 cups over here and kind of looking at these rather than this offer here, which is kind of behind him. I'm getting that it might be some kind of spiritual or etheric kind of offer, because it's like this kind of like hand of God. Or basically destiny. It's like destiny will kind of come knocking with an opportunity, and you won't notice it basically, but it's just to be on the lookout for that opportunity or that offer that's going to be given to you in January. And I'm feeling as though January you might be feeling a little bit despondent, but just don't worry about that. Just kind of go with the flow. If things seem a bit slow, or as though maybe your dreams and things that you want aren't manifesting as quickly as you'd like them to, don't worry about it, just chill out. And be on the lookout for the offers of your life offers and kind of destiny that's trying to attract you and pull you in with things. And then moving on to February, we have the 6 of Cups, which is a card of beautiful things happening regarding the past. And this is also a soulmate card for me. So this is about communing with people that you have a really strong, good connection with, and maybe going back and watering old friendships, old relationships that still have some flowers to bloom, and you're kind of going back to water them, or they're coming back to you. This can signify a lot of old things and people from the past coming back to you, or remembrance of childhood. On a psychological level, it could just be that you are feeling more attuned to things that happened in the past in your childhood and things like that. And I am feeling like it is going to be that's quite a psychological card, of you going back and looking at old things and feeling nostalgic and positive about things that you've learnt in the past. It might even be about going back to what you've learnt in 2015. And then moving on to that, because of that learning that you've done, you've acquired the High Priestess card, which is a card of enlightenment, really, spiritual understanding of your strength on a level outside of the material world, and your knowledge and knowing of your intuition and the world around you, even nature. So, and I do feel like as the year progresses, you stand in your power, understanding who you are within the world and making good choices about what you can and want to achieve. And I also feel as though this is a kind of card of a Mother Earth. So getting back in contact with nature and getting in tune with nature and with your surroundings and reading the signs. This is a book of reading the signs. A card of reading the signs and of noticing synchronicities and little bits of guidance on the way and really being in tune with that. And because you've got all of that kind of knowledge consciously, you then begin to kind of spread your wings, spread your horizons. And this is the Page of Wands, and the wands are the suit of fire. So this is apt for fiery Aries, and it's about getting in contact with your true desires. And rather than receiving a message, I see as this putting your stamp on the world. You really going for what you want to achieve. And yeah, starting to spread your horizons. Yeah, I think I might come back to that card a bit later. So then, by May, there's going to be a lot of abundance around. And I'm feeling a connection to this offer that comes through in January, or this kind of like, this thing that happens right at the beginning of the year. I think it will take, you might not realise its importance, or its fruits might not become apparent until kind of like later on in the year. So whatever this action that you begin to take around kind of April, could be a career thing. It's just about you. I really feel as though this is you finding your strength beyond the material world, and then getting the courage to take action with it, and it will pay off very quickly. So as you move into May, or the kind of middle part of the year, or moving into spring and summer, there is a literal kind of spring for you, growth and these kind of flowers. And the Queen of Pentacles is very much the epitome of security, and not just materially, emotionally as well, and abundance, a big card of abundance. And you this is about you feeling and reveling in the spoils of what you're now achieving. Moving into June, we have the Nine of Wands. So I'm feeling as though this is a card just to not worry about what other people believe or think or tell you or decide to communicate about your life and what you're doing. And really just to stand your ground. And you see this guy is kind of like standing, it's like there's this row of wands and he's like standing forward with his wand. It's like you're kind of putting yourself out there and you're a bit vulnerable out there, and people may have an opinion about what you'll rattle people's cages a bit. You'll get people's attention and they will have something to say about it, and they might feel insecure, or they might feel, I mean, it could be positive, it could be negative, but if you get any kind of opinions that you value, take them on board, but don't let that sway you and your mission and what you're doing, because it's really important for you to, once you've taken this leap with the Page of Wands here and like really taken responsibility for your life, to keep carrying on. Basically, this is what this card is saying. Keep carrying on. And it may go on for a while, because the second card here is the Hanged Man. So you could come up, things will be going really well, and I feel like you will have lots of security around you, but then your confidence might just get a little bit swayed, and things may slow down, probably because of that, because of your kind of just feeling a little bit less confident and a little bit vulnerable. Things will slow down, and you will just have a little hiatus here. And this is in the moving into the summer. So this is, or in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then it'll be your winter. But I'm in the northern hemisphere, and up here it's summertime. And or in the southern hemisphere, it's kind of the middle of winter. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of like the epitome of these two seasons, and just to take some time out. So if it's winter, just chill out, take some time to read and just do a little bit of inward work. Or if it's the summer, just chill out outside. Don't worry too much about whatever your projects. And I feel there's a lot of energy with you right now, like a lot of get up and go, like you're really wanting to go and achieve things, and all this stuff that you've learnt, you want to put it into action. Sometimes you just have to chill out a bit with it. So around July, just don't worry about that, and just remember, oh yeah, I got the Hanged Man there for that. So it's just a sign that it's okay to take a step back and just chill out. And then moving into August, and we have the Hierophant. So this is what I'm getting is, this is society and norms and structure becoming important for you. So it could be that you take a step out with a venture, and you put yourself out there, and you're feeling a bit vulnerable, and then you're kind of like having to chill out and take a little step back for a while, and then you realize that as free-spirited as you are, you really need structure in your life. And I see this could be someone coming into your life giving you structure. I do feel like this can sometimes be a card of marriage and strong kind of like constructs within society. So that includes like marriage, relationships, whatever kind of like binding contracts, that kind of thing, and commitments. So I'm feeling like you're going to want to commit to something in and around August, probably because of some thinking that you've done around this time. And I do feel like there is some kind of like male strong energy here, and I am getting some marriages here as well. So there will be some, or commitments, bonds, engagements, that kind of thing. And you really feeling like you need some support from your environment in a very solid way, and really going for and with that. And I think that's going to be really good for you, because following on from the Hierophant, we then have the Three of Wands. So, and this is about you then being in a strong position to kind of take dominion over your world. So I'm feeling as though emotionally you're going to feel really quite secure, like you have this basis behind you, and you can then look forward again. You can start looking forward and start taking some action. And I feel like this kind of August, that's August, this is September. So September time, September, October, these two cards I'm taking to go together. And it's though you found your balance, the balance between being free-spirited and wanting to get out there and take this wand fire action, and this side of you that wants stability and security and construct. And this is about how you cannot be free without this. You cannot really be who you are on the material plane, even though you have all this kind of understanding of yourself, on a more subconscious, emotional, intuitive level. That's all very well and good, and that can drive you to take really inspired, creative action, which is amazing and exactly what you're meant to be doing. If you don't have the security and the construct and the framework of some societal norms around you, you're not really free to take that action. But moving into the autumn time is when you do get that balance. So this guy behind him and behind you is the all that security, and I do feel like there'll be somebody, a male figure that will be supporting you, a strong male figure. And then you are able to look out on your horizons and create together, and maybe even create, if you're female, then if this is this male guy, it could be someone that you're going to be creating something together with. It's like you're holding your wand, and then there are these two wands behind you, which is like your relationship behind you, a kind of partnership that's securing you. To look out to the future and to your journey again, to take those steps on your journey again, and feeling balanced. And if you don't, and if you're not feeling balanced, then this is a message to do that, to make sure that you have your fire is sometimes needs to be a little bit tamed or a little bit tempered by this water here in this Temperance card, just to enable you to stand there with your wings and really fly. And then towards the end of the year, we've got a lot of kind of action happening, lots of kind of things coming in. So we've got the Knight of Cups delivering you with some really great emotional news. And I feel as though I feel it's quite career focused throughout most of the year. The energy feels like creative, like you want to branch out and on your own, not even about career, but just kind of about independence and just feeling secure in what you do on a day-to-day basis. And for a lot of people that is work. But then towards the end of the year, a little bit more, some emotional, on the emotional front and in your emotional life, some really great news. Feeling like could be some pregnancies or engagements again, or things, or marriages, or some legal things that might come out. Well, it's just some great news is going to come in towards the end of the year. It's big enough to kind of like herald a whole kind of month of excitement. You're still going to feel good. And then coupled there in December with this Knight of Pentacles, a whole load of material wealth coming in at the same time. And these two nights together, I feel like they're there's a lot of like rushing in energy and lots of things happening. And I feel like your energy, your momentum is really going to start to getting going towards the end of the year again. You're really going to feel like there's a lot of stuff happening and things are really good on in your emotional life and in your home life and your creative life and your work life. It's like things seem to be moving really fast and you're feeling good and you really enjoy that. We just have a look to see if there's kind of anything else that's coming through. Just looking at the three major arcanas, so it's like in the first half of the year it's quite good. You've got like one major arcana in the first, and then the first third, second third, and the last third. So it's like the first beginning of the year is going to be about you getting a hold of your subconscious, emotional, more spiritual side, and bringing that, you kind of having ideas about how to bring that forward into your material life. And then the middle part of the year, maybe like a little bit slowing down and just taking a bit of time to look back and consider everything. Oh, I've also got the Hierophant as well. So yeah, the middle part of the year is kind of really making sure that you have exactly what you need. I think it's going to become apparent that your needs need to be supported, and you will do that. And if you don't, make sure you do. And you will find the balance. And then after you find that balance, then a lot of the energy starts moving forward again. The energy is kind of starts off a bit of like retarded, like backwards at the beginning, or it feels that way, and looking into the past, and then a spurt forward, and then a kind of moving backwards again, and then the clarity that you found from that, you get lots of security, and then you can kind of really go again and get that balance and go. So it's going to be a really good year of finding ways to bring everything together in a way that really supports you. So that's really great. Okay, so I'm just going to take one of these Tantric Dakini Oracle cards as a kind of overview. And then, because these are new and they're just like an oracle, I'm going to look in the book and just see what the energies are. So this will be your energy for the year, going for this one. Okay, and the card is Maya, How She Spins, number 23. I don't know these cards, so I'm just going to have a look. It says, Maya, How She Spins, bears the number 23, signifying the combination of complementary opposites united with the threefold truth of all existence: creation, preservation, and dissolution. This means that we recognize that youth, beauty, old age, ugliness, and death are but transient phenomena, the production of Mother Maya, the great illusion. See through the fabric of existence and try to understand the cause between each worldly situation. So that makes sense. It's just you kind of looking at things. It's you. I sense that you'll have quite a balanced look at what's going on, and you won't get too carried away with your emotions. So if something does seem as though it's looking a bit different or dark, not judging that as wrong and just kind of going with that. This This card indicates the need to withdraw from the ways of the world and to locate oneself in the position of the spinner. So kind of destiny. It's a bit like, I think this is an equivalent of the kind of Wheel of Fortune card in most tarot decks. So it's a card of like fate and destiny, and just destiny, and the wheel keeps turning. And that's just the way the material world works. This is the way that personal destiny can be transformed. The position in the Tree of Life chart indicates field of reference. Okay, so that's just it, talking about different places in different spreads. But yeah, this is basically the Wheel of Fortune card. But because it's Maya and how she spins, this is like Mother Earth. So this is about getting into contact with, and as I kind of said with the High Priestess card, and it kind of matches with that, about you getting back in contact with the earth, with nature, and the cycles of creation and destruction is just part of nature. And if you kind of watch animals and trees and, you know, they shed their leaves, the leaves grow again, they don't worry about it. It's just the cycles of life. But I think you're going to really get to grips with it. It's a really good spread and feels like it's going to be a really good year. So thank you very much. If you'd like a private year reading, please email me. All details will be below the video. Otherwise, I shall be soon uploading January videos for all 12 signs. So subscribe and you will get that as it's uploaded. Lots of love for the end of this year and for the whole of 2016. And hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.